Hello, it is Sunday, May 25th, 2025. I'm Chris Primo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Sunday crossword, so we've got a big Sunday grid, and it's themed, and we can see evidence of a theme in the grid. We've got a few colored cells. We'll find out what that's about. It's called Travel Bug. No clue how that ties in. We'll find out soon enough. And today's themed edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Quotidiophile, Overfull Hitbox, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their very generous support, which does keep this channel going every single day. Thank you so much to them, and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. To do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve, or click the description field link where you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors like those four I've just mentioned, there's the Let's Check the Crosses official Daily Solve mug. Thank you so much to everybody who supports the channel in that way. And now let's get on to today's crossword, entitled Travel Bug by Dylan Schiff, who's constructed a handful of puzzles for the New York Times. It is themed. We can see evidence of that. It's edited, as always, by Will Shorts. And let's start solving. See how we do. I am going to slow roast a lamb shoulder today, so I'm hoping this doesn't take too long, this puzzle, because I need to get onto that, because it will take many hours. All right, let's see. One across, woodworking byproduct. All right, so also let's just look at these. So we've got, it looks like we've got symmetrically placed matching colors. So we have 6 total tinted cells. And, you know, they're symmetrically disposed in the sense that if you rotated this puzzle 180 degrees, the black cells would be in the same positions, but so would these tinted cells. Don't really know what that means yet, but we'll obviously have to find out eventually. Okay, woodworking byproduct, right, so sawdust probably. Let's see, fencing discipline. I'm not sure. That seems like that should be obvious. Fencing discipline. Sword? No. Perplexed. At sea? You're confused? Can I speak to your manager? Who's in charge? Maybe. I'm not certain that's correct, but we can see. Melitologists study. Oh, I don't know what that is. Do I? I don't think so. Like floppy disks and typewriters. I'm worried that who's in charge is I'm taking a risk by trying to look at these in the context of that, because that felt like a slightly, I mean, it would be great if that were correct, but there are probably lots of other possibilities. Anyway, Barb and Star go to Vista Blank Mar, 2021 comedy. I vaguely remember this. I didn't see it, but I sort of remember it coming out. Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar, I think is the name of the film. All-purpose truck, informally a ute, like a sports utility vehicle. I think that's what that is. Programs to as a thermostat. If you program a thermostat, you set it to a particular temperature. You sets to, presumably. Molasses to a contestant on the Great British Bake Off. Treacle. So I think we're just using the Great British Bake Off to indicate British English here, as opposed to, North American English or American English. Angioplasty tube, a catheter. Is a catheter used in angioplasty? What is angioplasty? I don't actually remember what that is. I know I've heard that phrase. Maybe this is going to be who's in charge here. Like floppy disks and typewriters. Maybe this isn't Dell? This looks odd, doesn't it? Like floppy disks and typewriters. I don't know. Fencing discipline. Kind of salad with bacon and hard-boiled eggs. A Cobb salad, probably? That is a kind of salad, and it would fit here, and that sounds correct. So, like floppy disks and typewriters. What on earth does this mean? I'm sure this should be very clear at this point, given how much of it is filled. Melitologists study. I mean, it's not bees, because that would be what? Bees are That's API is the prefix for that. Is this beer or something? I don't know. Inventor's pride. Okay. Well, oh, obsolete. Is this saber? Fencing discipline. So floppy disks and typewriters are both obsolete technologies. Maybe this is who's in charge here. Melitologists study. Fencing discipline. So it could be saber. We'd spell it this way. Is that what that's called? Do you call I'm studying saber, that's a discipline of fencing? Maybe. Inventor's pride. I don't know, and I don't know if there's something going on with the the circled cells that matters to me yet, or if that will only matter in retrospect. I don't know. Army bosses informally, sergeants. GPS suggestion, so you might get a route suggested by a GPS-enabled device. And put on. So put on could be to wear something. It could be to kind of adopt a disguise. It could be to kind of put on airs. Put on to could mean to put someone on to kind of, play a bit of a joke on them. Mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. I'm not sure about that either offhand. Many dogfish head brews. Ales would fit, or could be IPAs, although I think if it were IPAs, it would probably have some indication of abbreviation. So let's try ales. Most awarded musician at the American Music Awards. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if this is going to be someone recent or less so. I have no idea. Put on. Tree with noble and grand varieties. Oh, oak maybe? Noble oak or noble fir, grand fir. There are quite a few three-letter trees like elm, although that doesn't sound as right with these words. ZZ Top and Green Day for 2. Trios? Are those bands with 3 members, maybe? That sounds plausible. Mammal with a prehensile snout. Oh, is it a tapir? Maybe this is IPAs. Okay, maybe that is such a commonly used abbreviation that we don't need it to be specified anymore. Mammal with a prehensile snout. I bet that's what that is. Tree with no. Okay, so maybe it is fir. Tree with noble and grand varieties, fir. Most awarded musician at the American Music Awards. Oh, this could be wrong. I don't know. Gaming company whose logo is known as the Fuji. No, this looks right, because that would be probably Atari, because the A is sort of a stylized A, and the Atari logo looks like Mount Fuji, or it's meant to. Put on is to stage, like to stage a play, to put it on. I didn't even mention or think of that usage. Mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Oh, must be Taylor Swift, the most awarded musician. Okay, so then mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, water something. And what's this? Inventor's pride. This looks odd. Maybe, no. This isn't going to be sets 2. Programs 2 is a thermostat. It couldn't be sets 2 because programs 2 is in the clue. We're not going to repeat a word even if it's a word as seemingly innocuous as 2. So this will be sets at. Okay, so inventor's pride is what? Something character or inventor's pride? Oh, can't see brand something? I don't know. Maybe the melitologist studies is bees. Right, okay. I mean, that would work with who's for my who's in charge here, which could be something else, but who's seems like a good start no matter what. So I guess it is bees. All right. Top notch, A1 or best? X-Men character portrayed by Anna Paquin. Oh, I don't know. Search around as a truffle hunting pig. They sort of what? They rustle, or they rootle? That doesn't sound like a word. They truffle hunting pig. I would say they root around, is what I would say. Is rootle a word? Top notch. Maybe that, well, that would be A1 if so. I'll try it and see. Boy, rootle doesn't sound like a thing, but I did think of it, so maybe that means it's buried in my memory somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. X-Men character, right. Okay, I just don't have a clue about that, unfortunately. I mean, I can picture Anna Paquin, and strangely, I think I can even picture her in an X-Men film. Maybe it might have been one of the. I think I've only seen the first two of those, but it might have been one of those. I don't know the character names really. Okay. Can I speak to your manager? Inventor's pride. I mean, there could easily be a rebus going on in the circled cells. That wouldn't be surprising at all. Would I put blue in it? No. Brablua. That doesn't look like anything. Oh, okay, I don't know what's going on yet. Okay, what about this? Going on to say, continuing, or I mean, maybe just something ing. If you're going on to say something, you're adding maybe. X-Men character. Oh, okay. I'm going to keep going back to that, forgetting that that's the clue, and it's going to keep being unuseful, unfortunately. Mammals with prehensile feet. Feet. Interesting. Showcase at an expo. A demo, a demonstration of something. Taught by repetition. Beheader of Medusa. Was it Perseus? That seems plausible. Mammals with prehensile feet. Apes? 53 across reversed. Magazine with an annual Person of the Year issue. Okay, well, if that's reversed, if we know where the M goes here. That's something at least. Oh, Time magazine, of course. Oh, that was obvious. And that's just emit backwards. Okay, that was all easier than I was making it. So these are apes. Okay, fine. So then not too shabby is not too shabby. It's, I don't know, taught by repetition, drilled in. Yes, if you learned something, it was taught by repetition, it was drilled in. Okay, like memorizing vocabulary or something. Not too shabby. Oh, it's solid. Not too shabby. Solid. Yeah, that's good. Can I speak to your manager? Right. Okay, so how does this conclude? Can I speak to your manager? Something risting? Set down. To lay something down. And the down is applied to both the clue and the answer. So you set it down or you lay it down. The word lay gets really overused these days. Often people say, I'm going to lay down, when they really mean I'm going to lie down. Whereas lay down is what you do to something else. You lay something down on the table. But if you're just lying down, you're just lying down. You're not laying down. Lay is, you sort of apply that. It's to another thing, to an object. Anyway, what spinach leaves, I mean, I say this, but in another 10 years or something, the language will have changed and lay will be something that you just do yourself. What spinach leaves and beets can be used as? Dyes. Yes, they are very, beets especially, I feel like they not only can be used as dyes, but are inevitably, unintentionally used as dyes on your fingers. Musical sections are, I don't know, probably ends with an S. T follower. Oh, sigma maybe? Is this a Greek alphabet thing? Could that be right? I'm not sure. Hang loose sign. This could be, the sigma could be wrong. Like the subject of a photograph, ideally. I don't know about that. Okay, come back to it. Musical section, probably ends with an S though still. So it could be sections meaning, a number of musicians, but it could also mean a category of instrument. Now we're getting really far with this, aren't we? Can I speak to your manager? But it's definitely not who's in charge here, that's for sure. Who or whose? Oh, goodness. I just cannot at all see this. No clue what's going on. Fat stack of cash, a wad of cash. Metaphor for a late bloomer. A swan, right, like the ugly duckling who grows up to be a swan. Okay. Whatever, as if, you might say, in kind of 90s-esque language. Mikasa is Sukasa. Your home, my home is your home. And then grandmother's nickname could be Nana. Certain social media update is I'm not sure. What about this? Oh, scenes? No, musical sections are. Oh, no, it's a musical like a stage musical, right? So sections of it would be scenes. Okay, fine. So what is this then? Can I speak to your manager? Okay, I'm probably going to need to find the revealer to. Oh, is this break character? Inventor? No. Inventor's Pride. No, that's not what that is. It looks like this should be character. Oh, Rogue. Oh, I think I do sort of vaguely recognize that as the name of an X-Man. Whatever. The name of one of the X-Men. Yeah, Rogue. That does sound correct. And it's a word that fits here, so that's all the better. So what is this? At sea must be right. I feel as though these crosses are all fine. There's nothing that I feel unconfident about. I mean, maybe Rootle, but again, it fits with all of its own crosses. So, okay, so I think this is right. So I don't know what's going on here at all. Inventor's Pride. Okay, well, I can't waste any more time on it. I've got to solve the puzzle. Praise highly, to extol someone or something? No. Oh, no, that is right. I was thinking SX looked unlikely, but Annual Austin Music Festival in brief is SXSW for South by Southwest. It's the name of a big kind of cultural festival in Austin. However, in shorthand, though, as in although, flat-headed crew driver. What is that about? I don't know. Synagogue greeting, shalom. So what's the flat-headed crew driver? Oh, an oar, right. So a crew is in a crew of rowers, and you're driving the boat forward with an oar which has a flat head. Theoretical paths depicted by the circled squares, right. That doesn't help me at all. World something? Stay in touch. Harry Houdini and David Blaine for 2. The magician. Oh, escape artists. Okay. Can I... Escape artists? Ear-T. That doesn't look like anything. Sorry, what I've just done there is I've used the rebus function, which you can enable in any given cell to enter many letters in the grid. And I just put in ear-T because I was trying to spell out escape artists, which Harry Houdini and David Blaine would be examples of. And I was thinking, well, often this colored cells or circled cells, of which these are both, might be cases where you do something like enter rebus phrases, but it doesn't seem to look like anything. I'll put it back in and see if it helps with the down. Escape artists. If it's spelled like earth or something, oops, why does it do that sometimes? If it's spelled, it almost spelled earth. Is there another variant of escape artist? Escape arth? No. Ain't that the truth? I hear that. That would use earth. Okay, maybe it is that. Earth. Okay, is there another word for escape artists? Escape artists? I don't understand what's going on with this clue. I think it must be Earth in there because I hear that. And escape artists almost works. Okay, so if it's symmetrical with this one, is this one also Earth? Floor covering in it's symmetrical and the same color, I should say. Floor coloring in many a living room. Area rug or something? I don't know. Brand known as the San Francisco treat. Well, I definitely know what this is. It's rice-a-roni. And in fact, we don't even need extra letters to spell that. What? Sorry, what on earth is going on? And actually, what's even stranger, now actually, if I did put in area rug, we would start spelling rice-a-roni. But then there's too much space. What is going on? And that's ear, which is the beginning of Earth. What? This is bizarre. I mean, there's so many things that kind of connect and overlap, but I can't. Okay, I'm gonna have to just leave this for now. Loved. I'm gonna try to look for some crosses to see what state I should leave this in. Loved, loved, loved with up. Ate up. Doesn't match with any of the letters in rice-a-roni. Or maybe it's the earth breaking out. Like earth goes like that, and then rice-a-roni, and then oni goes here. Looks revolting. Ate up. Be late in the theater. I don't know. All right. Yes. Obviously doesn't match that. This is a catastrophe. Fast food chain that's headquartered in Louisville, Kentucky. So Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hang loose sign. I don't know. Before I read the clue, I thought maybe this would be Sitka, like Sitka, Alaska, but I guess not. Negatively charged particles. Anions. Oh, Shaka. That's what that. There we go. That's the answer. Tea follower. T-shirt. Okay. Fine. So look at this. This stuff is working. Like the subject of a photograph. Idea. Oh, in frame. Right. In frame and also hopefully in focus. Be late in the theater. Yeah, this is obviously wrong. This is a mess. Just delete all of this just in case because I don't know yet. All right. Yeah, it could be yes or yeah. Loved, loved, love with up. Could be ate up. Be late in the theater. Don't know. Oh, miss a cue. Yes, you're late with your line delivery. This is strange. This is very strange. So that looks like yes. Defending our nation, securing the future organization. I don't know. The NSA? I have no idea. A few bucks. Roman who opposed Julius Caesar. Cato. Certain social media update. Fact something? I don't know. Coat rack in many a lodge. Oh, an antler maybe? I don't actually know that I've seen that or not, but I could imagine it in a kind of, a kind of wilderness lodge. Battle of Normandy City. Is that how do you even pronounce this? Caen? Caen. I know it, on the page, but I don't know that I've ever actually had to say it before. Let's see. Certain social media update. Facebook post. This would have to be book P, which would be ridiculous. Follow as an impulse. Act on your impulse. Frank, who directed It Happened One Night. Frank Capra. I'm going to skip this for now. We'll come back to it. Look at these clean clues first. Slant skyward. To up tilt. Yeah. Witches. Crones. Peckish and peevish. Oh, hangry maybe? Hungry and angry. Craftsperson's online marketplace, Etsy. Yeah, so I'm just filling in all the bits around this bizarre cell, and then we'll figure out what it is. Much obliged. Okay. So lightweight Apple laptop. Mac lightweight would be a MacBook Air. Oh, Facebook, MacBook. What on earth is this? Certain social media update. Facebooking? Is that a phrase? Would you say that? But even if that one's correct, this one wouldn't be. MacBook test? What? A few bucks. Defending our nation. Okay, I don't know. Brand that merged with BP. BP was formerly known as British Petroleum, so it would be presumably an energy company of some kind. I'm not sure offhand. Have a night on the town. Eat out or something? I don't know. Bender. A spree? Miracle product from inventor Joy Manganiello. Right. It was a mop, I think. I saw the film where this person was played by Jennifer Lawrence called Joy, and I vaguely remember that. Have a night on the town. Go out. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that's straightforward. Oh, a Moco. That's a oil company or something. A Moco. Let's see. Tie up as a boat. Yes, to moor a boat. That's correct. Okay. So a few bucks are stags, right? So in the sense of male deer. And then, yeah, it looks like the NSA, doesn't it? So I have no clue what's going on here, I have to say. I mean, I know that's obvious, but it's just continuing to strike me how little I understand this. The problem is because I don't know what this is, this could even be the NSC, but they wouldn't have a public-facing slogan like this, so probably not. Okay. Not breaking as an actor, staying in character. That's funny. We have, oh, they swapped. These are like portals. Yeah, as soon as I saw this, I thought staying in character, and then I thought, oh, that's funny. Up here we had what looked like it was part of the word character. So this presumably finishes from that, and then this one up here finishes from down here. So staying. I guess we end here on CH? Staying in That doesn't make any sense. Well, oh, no, that's not how it works. Sorry. This in the rebus would be staying INCH. Oh, and that's inch, and that's a word. Oh, good. So staying in character, and that finishes there. So then this one, inventor's pride. Oh, wait, no, maybe this is the inch. Who's in charge here? I don't know, actually. Which one goes with which? Maybe they're meant to be the same. Oh, I bet they're meant to be the same. I bet this is inch, and this is ear, and this is also ear. Yeah, it is. Escape RTISTS. Escape Artists finishes down there. Rice Roni. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is bonkers. Okay. So this is not I hear that up here. It's I hear ya. That's what it is. And this is the area rug, which finishes up there. Wow. Okay, that took me ages to understand. So, brainchild? Yes. Inventor's pride is a brainchild. Brain, CHILD. Wow. Okay, so it was incredibly important that these similarly colored circled cells were symmetrically disposed. That was critical. So Mac, this is book, and so is this book. And MacBook Air is the lightweight computer. And then examine which using notes is allowed is an open book test, and that's test. So this is a Facebook post, which finishes up here. And this is making hotel reservations in advance is pre-booking, which finishes down there. Whoa. Okay, so I think there's one more set we've not yet seen. Many an evangelical. And that will finish up here. Oh, born again Christian? There it is. Born again CH Christian. Born again Christian. And then here we have, can I speak to your manager? It is who's in charge here. Or it's just who's in charge. Who's in charge? Whoa. Wow. Okay, so that is a fully completed theme, I think, in this grid. Now we can solve the rest of it with much less obstruction. Stay in touch. Call me. Mixture of, that was an incredibly impressive theme. Well done, Dylan Schiff. Mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Water. Gas, I guess. I'm so frustrated. GA. Some tough high school classes. Advanced placements. APs. Guaranteed assumed, maybe? Is that right? Assured. That's better. Rita Ora, Let You Love Me singer. Gal of Hollywood, Gal Gadot. Buzzed is phoned. Call me. Thereabouts is or so. So now 10 thereabouts, 10 or so. No longer burdened by. If you're rid of something, you're no longer burdened by it. Cotton and flax for 2 are fibers. Parts of a coat rack are pegs. Oh, like, didn't we have a coat rack? Antlers? Yes, coat rack in many a lodge. Qatari ruler would be an emir, ruler of an emirate. Escalator part would be a step. Habitats for hermit crabs and sea stars. And then here we have groove on. To dig something would be to sort of groove on it. So what? Tide pools? Habitats for hermit crabs and sea stars. Has trouble swallowing. Gags on. Canine in high and lowest. I think that's a newspaper comic strip, but I don't know the name of the dog. Mullally, who played the ex-wife of her real-life husband on Parks and Recreation. Megan Mullally. What did I see her in recently? Oh, it was the Mighty Gemstones. That's right. Yeah, it took me a moment to recognize her. City destroyed in Genesis. Sodom. Best place to go in London. Where's a good place to go here in London? Oh, it's not. I was trying to think of sort of tourist sites. No, it's not that. It's the loo. It's where I have to go. You go to the loo, the toilet. Holiday that celebrates the end of Ramadan is Eid. And to spill over for liquid to slop over the sides. Wormholes? Oh, here it is. Theoretical paths depicted by the circle squares. Wormholes. I can't remember if I said wormholes or not. What did I say? I said portals, I think is what I said. But yes, wormholes, which are kind of, theorized, kind of, I don't know exactly how you describe it, almost connective tissue in sort of space-time, through which, in theory, matter could be, transported vast distances. Unit represented by this symbol is ohm. Wellness product derived from an Australian bird. Emu oil. Wow, I've never heard of that. Moves a cursor over it. Mouses over something, right. It's funny, I never thought about the fact that the word mouses would only have been really introduced to the English language within the last few decades, because obviously prior to the invention of the computer mouse and the verb that makes up its name, mouses would have been mice. Was there a verb for mouse? Does a mouse around? It mouses around? I don't think so. It feels like probably a recently created word, but I don't know. Someone tell me if I'm wrong. Cyclist EG would be a peddler, someone who pedals a bike. Canine and High and Lewis. Oh, is it dog? DAWG maybe? Senator's home. Oh, Ottawa. The Ottawa Senators. That's a sports team, I think. Leathery skinned hopper could be a toad. Unable to progress would be stymied, which I was in this puzzle for a while. Color-coded candies are M&Ms, and a government bond is a T-note, a treasury note. What might be given for crying out loud? A tissue, maybe. Why? Oh, because you're weeping and someone gives you tissues to dry your eyes. Compound used to make synthetic rubber. Isoprope or something like that. Well done, torero. Olé. So you're referring to a torero, a bullfighter, and you're congratulating them. You're cheering them on. Olé. Sound from a kid with a roll of bubble wrap. They're popping it. Oprah delivered them for Rosa Parks and Toni Morrison eulogies. That makes sense. Who would have delivered eulogies for them? Spot of madness, metaphorically, would be the deep end. As in, you're having a spot of madness, you're off the deep end. Strand at a chalet, say. Like a bowling alley or Olympic pool, they're laned. They have lanes. Runs out of power, a device dies, it runs out of power. Isoprene, this looks like. Strand at a chalet. Oh, I see. If you're stranded at a chalet, you're iced in, like a ski chalet. And here we have the official berry superfood of the New York Times crossword, the healthy smoothie ingredient, the healthful smoothie ingredient, the acai berry. So ice in, so it is the deep end. That is the spot of madness, metaphorically. Manhattan neighborhood that's adjacent to the East Village, NoHo, north of Houston Street. And what disbudding prevents the... Oh, is this not... Is it not NoHo? Is it NOPA? No. What disbudding prevents the growth of? What about this? Cappuccino topper. What am I doing? Why do I not see anything over here? Cappuccino topper. It's foam. What? Oh, froth. Oh, I see. Okay, fine. Fine. What disbudding? Nickname. Oh, no, I was right about Noah. I thought that was right. Nickname alternative to Teddy, Theo, as in Theodore, which is also a nickname for, Teddy and Theo were both nicknames for Theodore. So disbudding prevents the growth of a horn. Right, okay, that must be something you do to animals, I guess. Small row in this case is a bit of a tiff, an argument. And a snazzily dressed gent is a fop. The Last Judgment is found in one in the Sistine Chapel. Is found in one. I'm not sure what we're looking for there. Spots for some rockers. Could be rockers as in people who play rock music, but it could also mean like a rocking chair, maybe? Dens or something. Outcast for one, a rap duo. Magritte, who painted The Son of Man, Rene Magritte, the artist. Something to run. Must. If you must do something, you need to do it. The Last Judgment, okay, we'll come back to that. Spots for some rockers. Not sure. Certain parents to their tots, dadas, fathers. Loosen would be to untie shoelaces or something. Baking soda target could be an odor. It's good for that. Something to run. You could run an errand. And then spots for some rockers. Oh, arenas. Right. So it is rock musicians. And then, oh, I see. The Last Judgment is found in an apse in the Sistine Chapel. So an apse, part of in this case, a chapel. So there we go. All right, it's amazing how much more smoothly that went once we figured out the theme. Boy, it was really, really interesting how clear it was, kind of how some of the parts were connected and related to each other, and yet how completely unable I was to see the particular mechanism by which they connected. It was obvious that there were things kind of echoing each other and things that were completing other things, but I just couldn't quite put it all together. And then, we ended up illustrating 3 wormholes in the grid. So, what a strange thing. So, who's in charge sort of overlapped in the wormhole with born again Christian. Brainchild overlapped with staying in character. Pre-booking overlapped with Facebook post. MacBook Air overlapped with Open Book Test. And for our final wormhole, Escape Artists overlapped with Rice-A-Roni. And finally, Area Rug overlapped with I Hear Ya. Really impressive bit of construction. Well done, Dylan Schiff. That was a very interesting idea, well executed, I think. And it took me quite a while to really understand it and move forward, but I did eventually. There we go. Those are some wormholes. Well done. That was Travel Bug. I'll be back tomorrow for the Monday puzzle. Off now to go start roasting a lamb shoulder. I'm very much looking forward to that. Do join me tomorrow for the quicker Monday crossword. Consider joining the channel if you've not yet done so, and let me know how you found this one. I'm definitely curious to know how people managed with this puzzle. This was, let me know in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server, which you can join via a Discord link in the comments, in the description field below. I'd love to know if other people saw this before I did, or if they had to sort of reverse engineer it from the completed grid. Anyway, that's that. Back tomorrow. Join me for a speedy Monday puzzle tomorrow. Until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Sunday. Take care.